to let you guys know she is divorced, and she is supporting a 1 3/4. She is a 1 3/4 breast cancer survivor. She's anytime she wants to break up with a boyfriend, it says here she takes some skydiving, which I find very interesting. She's a DoorDash enthusiast, a realtor, a cougar comedian. She's unapologetically dirty and so sexy it hurts. And her most deadly attribute, gentlemen, is she can say, "I love you" in 22 languages. Put your hands together for Leslie Lang.
Yeah, Leslie.
I'm feeling pretty positive tonight. My diva cup is half full. And the thing about Nan Moo and the teachers taking advantage of the students, the reason that is funny is because it's true. That's the scary part. And then what did Greg say that I wanted to riff on? Something you said. I'm dating online. But first of all, you know what? My mom said I'd never make it as a comedian. Look at me now. What does she know? She's dead. No, you're okay, sir. It wasn't you that put the poison in my hand. Oh, my dad is dead. Well, actually, he's dead to me. The only thing he gave me was my last name, Lang, L-A-N-G. So everybody just assumes I'm be Chinese when I show up. I'm not Chinese. I mean, I wish I were, because then I'd finally be able to date a white guy. Not racist, true. Just true. That's not racist. Not that we're sensitive. I mean, I'll date a guy of any race, you know. I'm just trying to complete my collection. So I can move on to women. I'm dating online, and my profile name is... Oh, this tiny hand in my name. Just some random tiny hand. Anyway, that's, yeah. So I'm dating online, and my profile name is Happy-Go-Lucky365. When guys read it, they read it as Happy-Get-Lucky365. Which is okay with me, because that is on brand. The first guy who contacted me, he said, I'm turned on when a woman humiliates me. And I'm like, I've been married. He said, I'm also a cross-dresser. And I'm like, okay, I could potentially double my wardrobe, all right? The second guy who contacted me, he described himself as BDSM, hetero, flexible, poly, switch. I was like, why don't you just shorten that to IFA? I'll fuck anything. Dated an older guy, and he's like, oh, I'm not gonna kick you to the curb and, you know, come on over here and jump up on my junk. And I'm like, you know what? You don't have junk. What you have at your age is clunk, okay? And I'll be right over, okay? This young guy was crossing the street, beautiful suit, and I said, oh my God, I gotta call ZZ Top, because you're a sharp-dressed man. He said, who's ZZ Top? Can I just get your name and number? And I said, yeah, it's Jenny, 8675309. That's right. So I call myself a reverse cougar. A regular cougar is an older woman that goes after younger men. I'm an older woman that the younger men are going after. Reverse cougar. Merch pending, okay? Merch pending. So, like, the guys are like, hey, my God, your fit is dripping. You are doing too much. You're flexing, bussing, you know, no cap, all the whole thing, right? All the, like, Skibbity Ohio, yada, yada, you know, all that. I was like, I know all the words, people, okay? Don't be so mid, bruh, okay? I'm just here standing on business, W in the chat. Huh? See? I told ya. I knew it. Anyway. So what I found out was a lot of those words are from middle school. So I was like, I better put an age restriction. So, you know what I mean? Because I was like, how, you know, why should I be saying these? Anyway, so I figured out that the men who are 10 years old or older when the Twin Towers came down to ride this ride. There's a little math. 2001. Anyway, you'll do the math. Anyway. So this guy hits me up and he's like, sup. I'm like, I don't know, sup with you. It's 1 a.m. on Instagram. What do you want? Who are you? He goes, I think you're beautiful and sexy and I would love to take you out to dinner. Or we could just hook up. Or we could just hook up. And I'm like, I appreciate your transparency, Benjamin. Hey, Benjamin, I'll see you in the back. Okay. Good timing, Benjamin. So I said, he goes, or we could just hook up. And I go, I appreciate your transparency, Benjamin. I got a follow-up question. How old were you when the Twin Towers came down? 4? 4? Close enough. So he comes over and he takes his shirt off and he has washboard abs. I'm like, are those your abs? And he's like, they're yours tonight. So I did a couple loads of laundry on them. And then he did a load on me. Anyways, fingers got involved and I'm like, oh my God, your digital dexterity is outstanding. He goes, I'm a fingerboarder. I'm like, what? He goes, I'm a fingerboarder. So I'm like, I didn't know what that was. So I let him finish me off and leave. Then I looked at what's a fingerboarder? Okay, so like they're those little tiny baby skateboards, you know, that they do the little, like, so gay, am I right? So gay. Okay, like the little things, they do the flips and whatever, okay? I did some research on that. You know what, I'm not inviting that guy back because that sport is going nowhere. I don't want to brag, that's a lie. I do want to brag. I have a lot of sex. Brag, 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 not even a humble brag. It's just a brag. My mattress, it sees so much action, it's got PTSD. Emphasis on the D. That's for Dixer. Stay with me now. I mean, it's a memory foam mattress, but for some reason it only remembers my hands and knees. I tried to lay back once and it was like, who are you? And what have you done with the dog that sleeps here? I love my bed, but I love my toilet. I have one of those Japanese fancy pants toilets. It's got an air dry feature. It's got an air dry feature. It's got a soaky spray feature. It's even got to pretend like you live with a man, where it sprays itself with urine and leaves the seat up. Excuse me. So we were talking about the breast, 1 3/4 breast. So people say, hey, how come, what got you into comedy? And it was actually breast cancer that got me into comedy. So when I found out that I was going to survive breast cancer, I'm like, what is my highest and best use? I'm funny and I'm fashionable. So that's when I went to the comedy college. I know you heard clown college when I said that, but I mean comedy college. And I learned how to be a comedian. That's like the different things we're supposed to do. And I had a lumpectomy, and I said, so the doctor goes, hey, we got to get something off your chest. I'm like, don't you mean get something off of your chest? She goes, no. She showed me about the breast cancer. So she goes, we're going to have to surgically remove part of your breast. I'm like, well, you got to get the cancer out. And then she said, we're going to give you 8 doses of chemotherapy to lose all your hair. And I'm like, that's okay. It'll grow back. Maybe it'll be curly. Maybe it'll be straight. I don't know. And then she goes, we're going to give you 30 doses of radiation. And I was like, all right, well, I could potentially double my, not double my wardrobe. I could potentially glow in the dark or have superpowers of some sort. I said, but doctor, tell me, how skinny am I going to get during this whole thing? How skinny? She said, actually, we're going to give you steroids and you're going to gain at least 50 pounds. Fucking cancer! My doctor said that I healed faster than other patients because of my positive attitude. I said, of course, doctor. I said, of course, doctor, my attitude is positive because when I see this cup, I see it as half full. Ow. Guys used to say to me, hey, nice rack, but now I'm more like a half rack. but just as spicy. Just as spicy. I want my booby back, booby back, booby back. I want my booby back. So you think having 2 different sized breasts would slow me down from the things that I enjoy? Not even a little bit. In fact, last weekend I was in a wet t-shirt contest and I came in 1st and 3rd. Threw little breast cancer jokes in there. Sometimes that brings the whole, like sometimes when I start to say they're like, you know what I mean? Just like when I was gonna be mean about my mom because they're like, that's the thing. That is the thing. So I had a date with this guy and he said, he goes, hey mama. And I'm like, hey, man, you know, the hey. And he goes, hey, I'm baby and you're mommy and baby wants mommy to breastfeed him. I was like, I can't breastfeed you. You're way too tall. Anyway, I said, look, I'm not here to kink shame. I just have some follow-up questions. Number 1, do you want to wear a diaper while we're doing this? No, that'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be crazy, all right. But anyway, the 4 a.m. feedings have been a bitch. And he takes a while to go down after I burp him. But we got into a nice rhythm. But now we have to break up because he's moving. He's moving to solid food. And he still won't wear that diaper, okay? Okay, I'll tell. All right, so then I met this other guy, and he was like, he wanted to see my foot, and I'm like, okay, I'm here to please, not to tease. So I showed him my foot, and he was like, yeah. He goes, can I worship your feet tonight? And I was like, all right, look it. I don't know what that means. I'm not here to kink shame. I have follow-up questions. Number 1, what does that mean? He goes, I want to massage your foot and kiss your foot and that. And I'm like, all right, that sounds harmless. And he goes, can I do it tonight? And I'm like, all right. And so we went, and I go, where are we going to do this? What's going to happen? So we're in my car, and I'm in the back seat, and he's in the front passenger seat. And I'm about to take my shoe off, and he's like, I'll take it off. And I'm like, all right, I aim to please, not to. Oh, is that what I thought you were. Oh, okay. I thought you were. I don't even know. What was I saying?
I'll do it. He wants to take your shoes off.
Yeah, shoes off.
Damn it!
You're going to solid food.
Oh yeah, going to solid food. Oh yeah, the foot guy. So he takes my shoe off, and I got a cute sock on because I knew what we were doing. And so he's like massaging my little cute socked foot, and he's like, and he goes, "How was your day?" And I'm like, "Is this the kink? You're gonna massage my feet and ask me how my day is?" RSVP, yes, +1. So he took my sock off, and he nibbled my bunion. And then my little edges of my heel. And then he was kissing, massaging, and then he sucks in my toes into his mouth like this, like that. And it was like really like a soft, wet, warm vagina. You know what I mean? I mean, how do I know what toes in a warm, wet vagina feel like, you ask? Well, I'm double jointed. Then the guy's like, after he was did my feet, then he's like coming back to the back, and I'm like, what are you coming back here for? You know, what are you doing? My feet are on this end. Anyway, so he's going to kiss me, and I'm like, oh, that should have been one of my follow-up questions. Do I have to kiss you after you lick my feet? That seems like an obvious one. But anyway, I was like, all right, so he worked his way back, and I kissed him, you guys. I kissed him. I mean, talk about putting your foot in your mouth. So dumb, but so cute. So cute. Do I have any more? All right, now he's like, oh. So I love to date divorced dads. I mean, I hate kids, but I like every other weekend off. Had a date with this fireman, and all like getting up to the few days before the date, I'm thinking about his big hose and how strong he must be to drag around that hose, and his big flip-up hat with the, you know, and then the big jacket with the stripe and his last name. I'm thinking that. Turns out he's a fire inspector. So he only showed up with a clipboard and 2 pens. But then, like on our second date, I said, so you're kind of fire adjacent, right? Because, you know, He goes, no, I'm a full-fledged fireman and a paramedic. And I'm like, so like an EMT? He's like, no, a paramedic. I can give drugs and intubate. And I'm like, I'm a paramedic, right? I'm like, look, I don't care. Can you choke me and revive me? Because I know an EMT can do that. So I don't know if you know what vajazzling is. It's when you shave the hair off here and Swarovski crystals are glued in an intricate design above your vagina. I mean, I thought it was a great idea until my boyfriend went down on me and came up looking like a SoundCloud rapper with a diamond gun. So, dick pics, I'm a fan. With proper lighting, an honest camera angle, which is not like this, gentlemen. The foreshortening on that angle is not honest, okay? It's not honest. The head of your penis is never that big, and we're all excited like, man, it's like a helmet, I mean, and then you get there and you're like, what is this? You know? So proper lighting, an honest camera angle, and something for scale, okay? TV remote, great. You know what I mean? Goddess cup, diva cup. So with those things met, send it over. You guys send it over. If I solicit it, of course. So guys will show you their dick for one of three reasons. Number one, they think they have something spectacular to show you. Number two, they have something spectacular to show you. And number three, they have something to warn you about. So come and be intrigued, right? I had so many dick pics, I had to hire an assistant to file them all. Solicited, unsolicited, ones to send to the FBI, ones to send to the Guinness Book of World Records, ones to send to the zoo. Dear zookeeper, I found your missing platypus. Each one of my dick pics is a gem, which is why they're also filed by cut, color, clarity, and of course, carat. And as you know, carat means weight. I couldn't have timed that any better, man. Couldn't have timed it any better. Timing is everything. Means carat, and I've seen some hefty carats in my day. Hefty. Wimpy. Not a TV commercial, to dick pic category. Tastes great, less filling. Also to dick pic categories. Now, I don't want to get political, but I do separate the ones that lean to the left from the ones that lean to the right. So anyway, I'll end with this. After my show, this guy comes up and he goes, "You have a lot of sex." And I go, "I know." And he goes, "Your vagina must be biggie." And I'm like, "What? Fuck you. My vagina didn't kill Tupac." Greg, thank you so much. I'm at Instagram, Leslie369.
Guys, Leslie Lane, that was awesome. Yeah. All right, 101 Wine Press.